on? This is MrAJZilla here, and I've decided to start doing some gaming stuff. And I've decided to start with one of my favorite games of all time, Katawa Shoujo. If you can tell, I've not been playing much of the game itself, but that's because I got this computer not too long ago, and like I had played the game on it. And then recently I was looking at it and I couldn't find the game file anymore. I must have deleted it or something. So I had to re-download it. But we're going to be starting a new game. Sorry if I sound a little bit weird. Yeah, so we're going to be starting the game. Wow, it's pretty snowy here. As the game will be going on, I will be reading it. I'm not the best reader in the world. I will try my best. So, there we go. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous, I know that's a type of tree, but I just didn't know it the second whenever I said it. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. Huh. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in the cold. Or in this cold, actually. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Ah yes, the note. Slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way it shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. Snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time is slowed to a crawl, like a baby. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Oh my. Hisao? You came? Did I just click through one? I don't know if I just clicked it. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I think I skipped through a part, I'm sorry. This mouse can be a little bit, kind of clicky. Like, kind of sensitive, basically. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdrop to a conversation. Oh my, how just eavesdropping on this woman. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Oh! Well, we can't see her face, but we can see her hair, and her skirt, and her shirt, and her shoes, and her socks, but we can't see much else.
Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I work out.
You wanna go? I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it. I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. God damn it, that's how pathetic. Yep. Yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense, I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. Dang as how oh, what the hell was that? My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. It's a little weird, Hisao. So, here we are, out in the cold. It's snowing. Yeah, I'm just holding this note. Yep, just doing that. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. What the hell is that word? Cacophonous? The cacophonous? The noise. We're just gonna skip that word. The noise is music to my ears. Doesn't sound as glamorous, but It's okay, we're just bad with words. Iwanako flinches ever so faintly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. Well, alright. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. Oh my. This heart's getting louder and louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a wind out of it if I tried. You see... Oh, there's the heart. I wanted to know... Oh, there it is again. Oh, it was there again. If you'd go out with me. I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. Well, his heart is definitely pounding, I can tell you that. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. The sound. I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Sow? My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Yeah, that's definitely a lot of heart beating. Sow! The beating in my heart suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter skies, Iwanako running towards me, all these fade to black. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. Man, I cannot speak today. I promise you throughout this whole series I'm not going to be able to speak, so just letting you know, guys, ahead of time. Oh yeah, this is the one of the really nice cutscenes. I guess I'll speak a little bit during this cutscene because there's actually no talking. There's just, you know, credits and stuff like that. If you didn't know, this game was actually created by 4chan, and I can't believe it myself because I think 4chan is where the internet's devils lie, pretty much. But I will admit that one day this game was shown to me by a friend, and I have enjoyed this game so much. Just because it is a visual novel does not mean that it's just about, you know, like sex and stuff like that. It really, really goes into the characters, and I think, every single character. Even the character I hate the most out of all of them, I don't really necessarily hate her. I mostly just hate her story. And we'll get to her story at some point. We're gonna try to go through all of these stories. I'm gonna actually like some of my if I get enough comments in this video, this first video, we'll decide who we're gonna go for first. If you know the characters, if no one really knows the characters or / we haven't gotten to them yet, I guess we'll wait until we meet some of the main characters before we fully decide, you know, who we want to go with. But anyways, but yeah, if you didn't know, this game was created by 4chan, and it was created because a guy in a doujin had, at the end of his doujinshi, came up with this idea about these characters, and I'm not really going to go fully into what the game is about right now, because you'll kind of start understanding as the game goes on. But just understand that basically Sal, if you can tell, he basically had a heart attack because of a girl asking him out. And you'll find out that he has a problem with his heart. And we will be going somewhere very special after this big doctor scene. But let's go ahead and go back to the game. So, it's been 4 months since my heart attack. Well, dang, Hasao had that heart attack. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. So he's either gone 1 to 5 times. Maybe 6, if he has an extra finger. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. A strange word, a foreign, alien one that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition, it causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast, it can be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything else happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. Oh. Ah, crap. Hold on. I just want to check something real quick. Okay, I'm gonna use the spacebar from now on. I'm sorry, my mouse was probably not the best idea. Okay, I'm sorry I skipped that one part, but my parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed for about a week. For about a week, my room was... Okay, let me start over. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. Oh, that's nice. But then the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began to trickling down to nothing shortly after. Well, then that sucked. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Doesn't that suck? Doesn't that make you feel terrible? It's just like, class was just like, hey, oh, shit. It's like class is just like, hey, we gotta make these cards and stuff for him, and then we're just gonna not talk to him ever again. That's nice. Maybe some people were generally concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanako was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on a snowy day ever again. Well, once again, doesn't that suck? If you can't tell, Sal's in a pretty bad situation. He pretty much had a heart attack, has been in the hospital for 4 months, nobody really cares about him other than his parents, and his was going to be girlfriend is not his girlfriend now because he had a heart attack when she asked him out. Doesn't that just suck? The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. I don't think anyone wants to live in a hospital. I mean, maybe a crazy person does, but I would not want to live in a hospital. I don't think any crazy person, even a crazy person doesn't want to live in a hospital. Who wants to live in a hospital? The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry, I guess it's because they are in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but he told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So, I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not depressed anymore when he doesn't give me when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answers shows that there is at least some hope. At some point I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I have no idea. I was like, yeah, I don't know.